How are you doing?
I am doing well. Ignore the way I look. I had to take my son to the doctor this morning.
Oh, you look beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back.
I know.
You're never going to get rid of us.
Never. I wouldn't want to.
Oh, same, same. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited to chat. And really, I want to talk a little bit about what your life is like as a permanent makeup artist 1 month after completing our program. So, how's it going?
It's going really good. After we finished school, it was Thanksgiving break. I actually went on vacation and then came back Thanksgiving break. My first appointment was Black Friday. I did a set of lips. I think I booked two people that week with it being a holiday, and then I have three people booked this week. I've
Oh
got
my
touch
gosh.
ups booked all the way into January. It's been going really, really well.
Yay!
I
Oh my
know.
gosh. I am so excited for you. We're so proud of you. And that's so incredibly exciting to hear. And I know it's got to be definitely exciting for you. Um, so yeah, that's so awesome. And to all that, to you booking new clients, like I think it'll be really important for future students to hear about what the experience was like in the program and what it's been like for you starting out and hear about your successes thus far. So I'm curious, what would you be doing right now if you had stayed where you were before you started the program?
Definitely wouldn't be having extra money in my pocket. It's definitely been an experience, a very positive experience. I went from a very negative corporate job to being a business owner within a matter of a month. It was crazy. It was so fast, but it's been awesome. I mean, I helped girls get their lips back, and I've
Right.
helped a lady who had no eyebrows regain confidence. So it's just crazy because you don't expect like how they're going to react because you're it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But then once they look at it and then they're just like, "Oh my God, I love it." I've had a girl text me every day. She's like, "I love my lips. I love them so much. Thank you." She's booked her touch up for her lips and she's booked brows
Oh
and
my
she's
gosh,
considering a
the
lash
upsell,
enhancement.
you did it. See,
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
amazing. I'm so excited to hear that. And I think to that point, it's a great service to provide because you can make a living, and we'll talk about that. But then you're also really helping someone. And that feels so good. And it's so cool to be able to do something that gives you that feeling,
Yeah.
and it's reciprocated between you and your client. So that's so good. Well, let me ask you this. What would you say the hardships were in your day-to-day life that you were like wanting and needing to change?
We live in a world where everything is starting to become number based. So micromanagement in the corporate world is high. It's
Mhm.
very, very high. And that can be very stressful. Especially I am a young mom.
Mhm.
I'm in the middle of getting married. So all of these things on top of dealing with a very stressful work life has been a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Um, so just being able to find something that I enjoy doing, that other people enjoy getting from me, and just putting me in a more positive environment has made a world difference. Even coming in for the week class, just the positivity like at Al Otter Studio and what I was receiving from like my co-students and from Mary Emily and just everyone in general I was like, I've got to do this. Like I have made a great decision. Just
Oh,
the positive environment was a huge difference for me.
right. Oh my gosh, that's so good to hear. Well, out of all those things, like what do you think motivated you the most out of all those reasons to make the change in your life? Or what was the biggest realization that X, Y, or Z in your life wouldn't change unless you made some actionable steps forward?
So when I first started looking into things, like permanent makeup in general, I I looked at other schools and then I looked into Outliner Studio. And then, like, our first initial call, I don't know if you recall, like, I was like, oh, I'm so skeptical. Like, I just don't know. Like, I am very about my stability and that, my corporate job provides that. And then the next time that we talked, I was like, I've already booked a room. I'm going to be working at a shop. I've already paid my deposit. I've already started ordering supplies. Like, I've got to do this. So that excitement to just doing something new and something that I knew would be like good for me and my mental health and even my family, because it opens a lot of flexibility as well. So,
Right. And when you take care of yourself in that way, that's a domino effect of you being able to take care of your family
yes,
more effectively and better. And I think that that is so cool to hear. And, I'm so happy that your experience was so positive because I think on our initial call, I told you like we care about you. And that's
yeah,
why we don't like jam the class full of people because we want to take you in, take you under our wing, and make sure that you are as prepared as humanly possible to like go out into the world and
yeah.
work. So do you feel like by the end of that third week that was where we were able to take you?
I was very prepared. By that end of that third week, I even remember telling Mary Emily by Wednesday, I was like, I feel so comfortable doing this. Like I was like, this is so much easier than it was on Monday. Coming in Monday, you're nervous. We haven't tattooed on real skin. We don't really know what to expect. And so, like, getting to watch Mary Emily and getting to watch Rebecca and getting to watch everyone else like work on clients and then actually start by Wednesday and Thursday, I just felt so good. Like I went into it and I even remember I like looked up Mary Emily, I was like, it feels so much better today. Like this feels good today. I can do this today.
You can
So
feel the
it was
vibe lift
crazy.
by midweek.
Yes, and then by the time that I did, I took about a week and a half off for vacation and holidays. And by that Black Friday, when I started working on my client, it was like I hadn't even left. It's like I hadn't even taken a break. I just got straight to it, and I was like, I feel so confident. Like I feel confident doing this,
That's
and
so
I had
awesome.
amazing results.
Oh my gosh. That's so exciting. Okay, good. So I want to hear all about that. I'm going to back up just a little bit because I want to know like before deciding to take the course, like what was like holding you back most? Was it like timing? Was it belief in yourself or something else?
So a lot of it was belief in myself, but also stability because, changing careers is scary for anyone and for any career. And I work in the financial world where like I have really good job security.
Mm,
So that was something that was really holding me back. And then you had told me, you was like, look, this is what I advise you to do. Just call around to salons, places like that, and see if they would be willing to take you. And I was like, okay. And my first call was to my aesthetics place where I actually get things done at. And she was like, I had asked her, I was like, for just personal advice, like, do you think this would be like something that's needed or wanted? And she was like, I have people ask me every day. She said,
oh my
I have
gosh.
so many clients come in and they're asking me if I do it. And I'm like, no, unfortunately, I don't. And she was like, if you decide to do it, I want you to come work here. And I was like, okay. And that was it for me. I was like, I'm doing it. I
And
am
that
doing
speaks to the
it.
demand, because when we had our initial call, I can tell you about like our service business that we've had for 8 years going strong now and how we're like booked out. And it's because of the demand for the quality product that we produce,
Yes.
right? And it's hard to wrap your mind around just how many people need and want permanent makeup.
Yes.
It's so restorative. I mean, there's just so many reasons why maybe you just didn't really have a lot of brows in the first place. Maybe you're maturing and they're thinning or they're lightening, or maybe you've gone through some sort of trauma and have chemo-induced alopecia. I mean, there's all these reasons
Yeah.
why people need this service, and it feels so good to be able to provide something that is so needed and that is in so much demand. So you go to this person's salon, and you didn't expect her to say, "My clients ask for this all the time."
Yeah. I was
And
not
you probably
expecting
just
it.
thought the
She was
sky
like,
opened up and like,
every day. She's like, every day has somebody come in. And it's so
mhm,
crazy. Like you said, like people need it. The two girls that I worked on last week were losing their vermilion border. They
mhm.
were losing their lip. And even one of the girls was like, I hate my Cupid's bow because I had asked her, like, do you want me to make it prominent? You want me to round it a little bit? She's like, I hate it. When I do my lips, I just do a line straight across. Well, I got to lining her real lips. And I was like, let me just show you your Cupid's bow. Because I was like, it's so cute. Let me just show you it lined out with a white gel pen.
Oh yeah, when you're
Tell me if you
mapping.
want to keep it or not. She was like, I love it. I was like, okay, well, let me do my first pass. We'll see if you want to keep it after it's got permanent makeup input in. She loved it. And she tells me all the time, she's like, I'm so glad. Like, I love it. She texts me probably every day and she sends me pictures of her healing process.
Don't you
She
love
loves it.
that?
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So what colors did you use for her lips? Do you remember?
So for her, I actually used y'all's like actual colors, the mixture that y'all prefer. The
Like
Lily
the
Rose,
signature.
Malbec, yes, the signature, and a drop of pinker.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she loved it. And then my next client, I did a more nude. I did bare with a little bit of clay, and
Ooh.
it came out so cute. It
So
turned
do
out really
you
good.
think that the color theory portion of the course, it kind of it's a theme throughout, right? Because your
Yes,
color theory and understanding what colors will react which ways in certain skin types and undertones is almost just as important, if not more, than the actual technique. So do you
yes,
feel like I mean, right out of the gate that you were applying the color theory foundation to your new business?
yes, I was. And so, for example, the one that I used the signature color on, she came in. She was very light colored skin. She's kind of
Mhm.
pale. Definitely a Fitzpatrick one. And her natural lips had a pink color to it. And I was like, we got to brighten that up. Like, let's make that pop. And she was super okay with pink. And so I was like, let's do it. And so we did it, and she loved it. So I do believe the color theory is so important. I'm hoping by after the beginning of the year, I'll start on some corrections,
Mhm.
um, like color correcting. I still want to get a little bit more clients in before I start taking a Fitzpatrick 4 or 5 and correcting color.
Mhm.
But when it comes to correcting brows, I feel very, very confident in doing that.
Right.
So I do think that the color theory is very important.
For sure. And as far as anyone coming through that is interested, regardless of their Fitzpatrick or their undertone, or if they've got previous microblading, and you're wondering, if this, because every case is individual. So if you have questions and you're wondering, always do that consultation. And while you're talking to them, get them to send you a picture and then call us.
Yeah,
If you just want some extra support and say, this is what I would do here, and then we could absolutely talk and have a conversation. So if somebody calls and, with a higher Fitzpatrick and it might feel more complicated, that's okay. You just call us and we'll walk you through it. You take that client, girl.
well, I'm glad you said that because I actually have some pictures I need to send Mary Emily because I am doing some corrections on a microblading that healed red on a very blonde strawberry patient.
Uh-oh.
And so I was like, I'm going to send
Yeah.
these and see what she would suggest.
And definitely do that. And you can send those to the chat with her, the beauty community, or you can, email, I mean, text them to me in our chat, whatever you want to do. But you're going to find that that's going to be a large portion of your business, because what happens is people, take these 2 and 3 day online education, and as you've probably found out, it would be very difficult to learn how to do this the right
There's no
way and
way.
well doing that. So there's a huge portion of our business, maybe 20-25% of our business is corrections. People coming through the door because their eyebrows turned blue or something happened, because they went to a cheaper, less experienced artist, and you'll see that all the time. And those
Yeah.
those businesses kind of come and go, but whenever you come through and you have like the training, right? That and you understand all the moving parts as a whole, you're able to create a business that's going to sustain. So you'll see a lot of corrections. So definitely take those consultations, get the photos sent, um, and say, hey, all right, yeah, I've got a client coming in. Let me give you a call back in 30 minutes. And even if you don't have a client and you call us, if you just want some extra support and you have some questions, we're here for you. You know that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, good. So, to all that, how confident did you feel really before joining the program about becoming a permanent makeup artist?
Um, my husband's a tattoo artist,
Right.
and things are very different between tattooing and doing permanent makeup. So, sorry.
Oh, he's
I
here. Hey
felt I wasn't very confident going in.
there.
And then after the first 2 weeks online, I started getting a little bit more confidence, practicing, sending my practicing videos to Mary Emily and
Hmm.
getting feedback was so helpful. And like I said, by that third and fourth day in person, I had it. I was like, I feel confident.
Oh,
Like
that's
just the guidance and taking the breaks and feeling if I was doing the technique right or hearing it without even noticing the needle going in. Just being able to hear the sound of the machine and the needle going into the skin and knowing if I'm doing it right is crazy.
absolutely. Oh, that's so good. So, let me ask you this. How has the program helped you achieve your goals so far, such like booking your clients and advancing your career, would you say?
Like it helped me, the program helped me with everything. The business portion, getting my LLC started, um, just all of that was so helpful. My client forms, I
Oh,
never even had to stress about getting those together because that portion helped me get everything ready. I'm so sorry, he's throwing a fit.
um,
And then getting started with clients. I mean, it helped me from start to finish.
oh, that's so good. And one thing that's so cool that I know that you did was you set up your business and you booked your clients before you even came to the in-person week, right?
Yes, I did.
So you had your business lined up and you were ready to monetize on your new skill immediately after graduation.
Yes. So I
So,
had, because of us talking and going through everything, I started my LLC before I even started the class. I got all that taken care of. And then during the week of in-person training, I immediately started scheduling clients through, like once I started posting our portfolio pictures of the clients that we were taking during
mhm.
week 3 and posting them on my social media, I immediately started booking clients. I
Um,
had 3 people booked before the end of the class.
that is incredible. Oh, I'm so proud of you. So financially, have you hit your goals for the first month? Like how much money have you made or have you booked since coming through the program and starting your business?
So I worked 1 full week in the month of November, and my total gross income was over $1,300, and that
Oh,
was
gosh.
1 week. And I was booking. Sorry, the 2 clients I took, their touch ups, and then I booked a lip and eyeliner with their touch ups during that week, and I made $1,300.
Okay, and then future business that you have, because you have three appointments this week, right?
Yes, and then I have 3 appointments this week. Um,
So are you charging like
I have
500 for your
two
brows and
lips
your
and a
lips?
brow.
So what are you charging?
So I'm so sorry. He's just throwing down.
Oh my God, I can barely hear
Did a
him.
little bit lower than Mary Emily suggested because we have a place on the coast that is doing permanent makeup, and I wanted to be very close to them, but a little bit competitive as well.
Sure.
So for brows, I charge 425,
Hmm.
and then for lips, I charge 400, and then when I do a model session, I charge 250.
Okay. So it looks like, so you've got another 1250 lined up, right? And then how much
Yes.
are you charging for your touch-ups?
Yep. And then for touch ups, I'm charging 175.
Good for you. And so how many, so you have two touch-ups booked so far, right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so I'm doing this math here. So cash in the door in the first, because really you've only been working for 2 weeks. So you've been out of the program, but you haven't been like fully going full time because you're still working your job too. And I think that's important to say as well that like this is a perfect thing to do to allow you to transition out of one thing as you book more clients and
Yes.
advance your skill set. And and the more seasoned you become as an artist, the more you're going to be able to give yourself a raise and raise your prices, right? to
Yep.
to meet the level of the skill that you have, because you're not going
Yes.
to have to meet your competitors where they are.
And
You-
I remember too, like when we had first originally talked to cover the salary I make now, I had to book 2 to 3 clients a week. And I'm already doing that.
oh my gosh. So you
Yes.
mean to tell me in 2 weeks, really, you brought in an extra $2,900 for your family in your
Yes.
household?
Christmas is already bought.
Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna ask how has that positively impacted your household? Like, what has your husband said?
He is so shocked. He's like, you immediately, because for him, it took him a little while to build his clientele. And he's like, you are killing it. The first thing when I texted him was like, I sent him a screenshot of my calendar for last week booked. And then for December, me booking touch ups. And he was like, hell yeah.
Yes. He's like,
We're
let's
doing it.
go.
I know. So,
Well, and that's so exciting because, and it's amazing to have a support system of people that believe in you, and you really, really need that because this is something that is viable and something that you can monetize in 3 weeks. And I am just so grateful. I'm excited for you. I'm grateful that you came on to talk to us today to let all the other future students know um, that this is a real situation, right?
yeah.
Because things can feel very overwhelming to start. But as far as like the steps you had to take to start your business, what would be your stress level doing that on a scale of 1 to 10?
So really, because I'm so organized, my stress level was not high. And I mean, I still worked a full-time job and spent 2 to 3 hours after 6 o'clock doing homework.
Yeah,
Um, but it was just so exciting and so informational. I never questioned anything that I was learning because it was just so thorough. My stress level was not high at all. Out of a scale of
definitely.
1 to 10, maybe a 4, just because I was still dealing with my 9 to 5 job
Right.
and also having 2 kids under 10. So maybe a 4. But it was so thorough
Right.
and so easy to like comprehend that it was not hard for me.
That's so good. And just as far as like becoming a person in business and becoming a permanent makeup artist. So, of course you have to come through the program and be certified, but really you can list out the things that you need to do to set up this business on one hand, right? Get your LLC, go get your body art operator license after you have your certificate, you know, find a permanent makeup insurance, which we tell you what that is, find
Yeah.
a space to rent, and then buy a table, a light, some inks, and some needles. And that's how you can
Yep.
start this business. And so to me, it's incredible
And
that
it was so helpful too because like I was able to purchase things to get started on the last day of class.
yeah,
Like that was so helpful. Like I was able to go ahead and get my um gloves and my face mask and everything that I needed to get started, I was able to get. And I happened to start right when Black Friday was hitting. So I got all my pigments on sale from Black Friday. So it was just perfect timing.
oh my gosh, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. So now that we've kind of like met our goal, honestly, in the first literal 2 weeks of your business, right? You have met your goal, you have matched what you typically make in a month. So where do you see yourself in the next 3 months? Like, what's your financial goal for the next 3 months in permanent makeup?
I feel like my financial goal is to continue, of course, marketing on social media every day.
Mhm.
I've tried to have a post every single day. I want to continue booking at least 2 to 3 clients a week. Um, and then I would eventually like to roll it out full time. I know with the
Mhm.
holidays and everything, I'm giving the booking grace. And I really thought it was going to be a very slow start with the holidays, like with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. So I'm very shocked how booked I've been getting. So I just want to continue that. I want to continue like teaching people what I can do for them. I've even started marketing like Q&As where people could comment a question and then the next day I'll post the answer to it.
That's
Um,
brilliant. So
because some people
engaging.
don't know, especially in the small town that I live in. They had no idea. Like a lot of people didn't even know like what the pain level was, how the healing process worked, what it actually was. So I
Absolutely.
feel like I've been able to educate like the citizens of my town, and now people are like, I want it. So
Yeah. That adds value and it builds trust in you and
yes,
what you're offering and in your business. And I think that's so good. And it really is a good time to reach out to just to keep posting. Double down on your posts because guess what? It's spending time, right? And people want gifts. And so I over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I sold so many gift cards online, just people buying it for their daughter or their aunt, or
yeah,
because it's such a cool gift. So I encourage you to double down on those posts, girl, and reach out to people that you reach out to your friends and your family and just let people know what you're doing because that is how you generate leads and you're going to be able to build an incredible business organically without spending ad dollars, without actually paying for boosted posts. You don't need to do any of that right now. You just need to get the word out and let
yes.
everybody know. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm thinking in the next 3 months, if you want to book 2 to 3 clients a week, you're going yourself to make 5,100 for the next month.
Yeah,
So we
which
might
hits
we
my
might circle
salary.
back. We might circle back and see where you're at. We might just continue on this Maddie Reed student spotlight and follow your business journey. We would love
I'm
that.
down for it.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so I won't keep you too much longer, but Um, can you share some advice or guidance to others who are just getting started or just thinking about getting started?
Stop thinking about it and just do it. I promise you, like whether you start out strong or I do recommend coming straight out of school and starting. I don't recommend holding back. I recommend
Right.
starting, but stop thinking about it and just do it. I am one of those people. I'm very about stability and making sure I have income coming in. You know, we live in a world these days where people work, they live paycheck to paycheck, and that is completely normal. I have doubled what I make in a month. Just stop thinking about it and just do it.
Feels- Oh my gosh, fabulous. So, where can we go to find Maddie Reed for permanent makeup services? Tell me about
I,
your business and where you're located.
so my business is Blush by Maddie. I am located in Lucedale, Mississippi at EL Aesthetics on our main street. I am on Instagram as Blush by Maddie, as well as my Facebook, Madison Reed. I post all my business content there.
Amazing. Okay, well, Maddie, thank you so much for joining me today. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
So thrilled with your progress and what you're accomplishing, and we can't wait to see you and your business flourish in the future.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate all the support in getting me started.
Absolutely. Okay, doll. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Talk soon. Send us those pictures, okay, of the
Okay, I
client
will.
who needs the correction, and we'll talk it out with you.
I sure will. Thank you.
All right, doll. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.